Welcome to What Are You Sporting About podcast, a podcast about business, employment, sports, and entertainment to help educate, support, and guide you to your next level. Here's your host, attorney Sivonnia DeBarros.
What's up, everybody? So excited to see you guys today. As it stands for the live taping of this episode, is the first day of Women's History Month. So super excited for this month because guess what? Your girl, me, Sivonnia DeBarros, is born in the month of March. So how ironic, right? And in fact, I will be celebrating my birthday tomorrow. So I am so lucky and blessed to be celebrating my birthday in a month that celebrates women. So kudos to me and all the other amazing women who are having birthdays in the month of March. So if I have not already said, welcome to the What Are You Sporting About podcast. I'm your host, Sivonnia DeBarros, also known as the protector of athletes. And my day job is serving and protecting entrepreneurs and athletes. Listen, I represent individuals in business, sports, and entertainment, and employment issues. I am the counsel to million-dollar brands and athletes in business, and they pay me to increase their business profits by boosting their legal protection. So I'm so excited that you guys are here, and I have something I definitely want to invite you to. If you have not seen this yet, I have not been doing my job right, okay? Because I've been talking about it wherever I go. The NIL Combine live event for 2023. I am so excited about this. We launched our first NIL Combine last year of 2022, and the previous event from that was the launching of Athletes Making Moves, and in fact, the Athletes Making Moves book. So get your tickets. They are on sale right now. You can go to bit.ly/NIL Combine 2023, bit.ly/NIL Combine 2023. And here's a tip. Make sure you put NIL Combine in all caps, all right? So that way you can be sure to get directly to the link. And you guys, check it out. Like, you will have hundreds in savings if you act now. You got to act now. All right. You got to act now. The only people that lose out are those who are slow to taking action. You got to act now because that is going to secure your seat and ensure that you have a way to come to our event at a lower rate. So right now is our early bird tickets. You can get your seat right now. You can even get seat for other people if you want to, but don't delay. Get your ticket, all right? So you can be in the building. Be in the building with your girl. Be in the building with your girl. So yes, today is the first day of Women's History Month, all right? So I want to give a warm hug, virtual hug, and if you're listening to this, a vocal hug to my women entrepreneurs out there. We celebrate you. We celebrate you this month, the month of March for Women's History. I mean, who am I kidding? We're celebrating you all the time. But I just want you to know that you are loved and appreciated. And so today, I'm going to be talking about women's HERstory, right? So we think about history, but HERstory, like the stats that I've been able to find around women that are doing amazing things, guys. So none better than to start with my own story. You know, someone asked me the other day, where did it all start for me? And for me, it started as a baby, as a kid, right? I spoke about what I wanted to become. I spoke about what I wanted to do, even when there was uncertainty around what those things meant, right? So obviously, we have these dreams and these notions and passion, and we feel so enthralled and moved to do certain things and to serve certain people, and then life starts to happen. We begin to develop in certain environments that may or may not be that great for us, right? We begin to listen to people who can't understand. They can't even begin to understand our vision because it's not their vision. And so for me, guys, my journey started at 4. Now, you probably have heard me talk about this a lot. And I'm going to drill this in because I truly believe that you can look back to the first date, the first time that you uttered the thing that you knew your heartstrings pulled on. You can reach back. You can tell me instantly to that moment, what was it that you said you wanted to do? And do you still feel that way? It doesn't matter whether it has changed in the sense of pivoting, right? Improving, because we improve over time as individuals, okay? But what is the core of that dream you have had for so long? And here's the next question I have for you. Are you doing anything about that dream? All right, let that sit for a moment. Are you doing anything about that dream? And if you are not, I want you to ask yourself why. Why not? What have I listened to? What advice have I taken? What environments were not conducive to me really cultivating the dreams and putting it out there and really going forward? What is it? Is it you? Is it fear? What is it? Listen, for us to overcome some of these things and to really achieve and live the life that we want, we have to address and see things for what they are. Period, point blank, right? We have to address and see the things for what they are. And here's another thing that I would love to challenge you guys to do. Look close to home in terms of the women who are inspirational, who are motivational. And mind you, I'm not saying women who effectively are multimillionaires or billionaires, super well off, but there's so much inspiration we can glean just from the average woman who refuses to give up. All right? Who refuse to give up. So you can take so much inspiration and motivation from people who might have already been around you, who have championed and advocated for you, who have set positive examples. They could be silent giants in the background. Could it be your school teacher, your elementary teacher, right? Could it be someone that you interned for? Could it be an individual that just went out of their way to make sure you were good? Those are all examples of excellence, and it's all examples of women really creating her story in a way that turns into history. Because when we impact someone else, that impact continuously generates. All right. So I'm so excited to do this podcast today because it is important that we champion women. And it's important that we champion and we show up for Black women. All right. So here are some things, guys, that I would love to share with you, because I think at times, and this is speaking from a woman, this is speaking from being a woman, we do feel the stress and the struggle of competing with men, the stress of not having equality in the workspaces as men, the stress of not being paid adequately and fairly in corporate America as our male counterparts, right? And so that means that we need not only to show up and champion for other women who are also in the same spaces that we are in, but we have to adequately, right? Adequately pull men into our camp to support us and to champion for us as well. Now, here's the biggest part of this puzzle. The biggest part of this puzzle is that we have to be willing to show up for ourselves as well, right? We have to be willing to show up for ourselves as well. So I have a question for you. When was the last time you showed up for you? Right? When was the last time you literally showed up for you? When was the last time you had the nerve to ask for more pay? When was the time you set a boundary with people who had been crossing it? When was the last time you showed up for yourself and said no to something that did not serve you? It did not serve your family. It did not serve what you believed in. Are you showing up for yourself? And if we're looking at corporate America, how are you showing up for you inside of those spaces? It can be very disingenuous if we're saying we're going to show up for our next sister in the same room as us, but we're too coward to show up for ourselves and demand what we know we are entitled to. So I ask you again, when was the last time you showed up for you? So to not make any mistake about it, fellas, if you're listening in, I'm glad that you're here, but this episode is for the women, all right? So make sure you share this episode with the women that is in your life, in your circle, someone that you advocate for, because we want to make sure that women are covered extensively. We want to make sure that women are empowered to go out into the world and to be the change that everyone expects us to be anyway. But we can only be that if we are willing to be courageous, show up for ourselves, and pull other people into our camps that will show up for us and have our backs. All right? But the key here is you got to have your own back. People only follow other people that they see doing the same thing for themselves. Because they're like, how you going to tell me to do X, Y, and Z, and you ain't even did it for yourself? Okay? It's a little questionable. All right? So check this out, guys, because I was trying to find just information on women entrepreneurs, and what we're doing. Did you know that in 2021, 39.9% of businesses were started by women? Women, 39.9%. Yes, the number is still a little bit low, but guys, girls, women, that's huge. It's an improvement. It is definitely an improvement. When you think about the culture, the American culture around women and where so-called our place should be in the home. But if we do have a job, then our place is always at these subpar levels or roles. If we do get the opportunity to climb the ranks, then we're still fighting for adequate pay and adequate opportunity to excel to higher supervisory and decision-making roles. So it's huge because women are taking a leap and they are trusting their selves and saying, I'm going to bet on me. All right. And we saw that and we see it in the statistics. But guess what, guys? This is absolutely amazing. Now, we know that at least 39, we can just call it 40, started businesses in 2021. But guess what? As of this month, well, I keep forgetting, y'all, it's the first day of Women's History, it's March. As of February, 42% of all U.S. businesses are owned by women. That's approximately 13 million women in this country. That is huge. So if you are questioning yourself on whether you have what it takes to own your own business, what is stopping you from moving forward? That's the question. What's stopping you from moving forward? Because women are showing you that it is possible. Not that it's possible, only possible, but women are doing the darn thing. All right? And guess what? From 2014 to 2019, the number of businesses owned by Black women grew 50%. 50% by Black women. That's major. That's major. So I said before, we must call out and address things for what they truly are. You need to stand up and stand out for yourself. it is also disingenuous to try and show up for someone else in a capacity that you are too coward to show up for yourself. All right. So, what are you going to do? If you have been dreaming about launching your own business and launching your own career, the studies are out there. It's showing you women are constantly and at a fast growing rate taking control of their lives, taking control of their futures, taking control of what they want their legacies to be by saying and demanding the space that they are, it's really that should have been given to them a long time ago. They are demanding what is due, and they are doing that as entrepreneurs. They are taking, should I say, why am I saying they? Like we, okay, hello. We are taking a chance. We're betting on ourselves. And so, as you, my fellow woman, creating her own story and history and legacy, I have 3 tips for you for this Women's Histories Month, because I want to make sure that you are equipped to go out into the world and really shine the way that you deserve to shine, without any guilt, without any fear, without any concern, without any worry about whether it is right or not. Now, I told you my story started at 4, and my story has constantly elevated and pivoted over time. There have been setbacks for me. I have been afraid at times. I have been afraid of rejection. I have been rejected. I still get rejected. Like, seriously, I still get rejected. Okay. So it's nothing new. So you have to really ask yourself, why am I not going after all that I deserve? Why am I not going after all that I deserve? So here are 3 tips for you this month. All right. And I just want you to check your meter ever so often and see if you are fitting, if you're moving inside of these bubbles, so that you can have the confidence and the motivation to change your current circumstance from what it is to what you want it to be. All right. And you do have that power. Too often we are taught that things are just the way that they are, so we have to just find a way to fit into that. I disagree. Things are the way that they are because other people want them to be that way, but I don't have to fit inside that bubble because I was created differently. I don't fit inside of a box, right? Never have. Never have. So tip 1, you are enough. You are enough. Say it with me. You are enough. Or say to yourself, I am enough every day. However often you need to make that statement, you say it. I am enough. People will throw all kinds of things at you and make you, or try to make you believe that you are not enough, that you have to do additional things to earn their respect or earn their coins or earn whatever it may be. But I be damned. Nah, we ain't doing that. I'm enough. I am enough, right? I am enough. And you have to get into your mind that the reason why you are here in front of me today, or you're on my call talking to me, or you've asked me to do a particular thing for you where you know there's value in that, you know that I'm enough. And I know I'm enough, so I'm not going to short myself. Tip 1, I am enough. Tip 2, dream, but don't just dream. Take action. Dream plus act. Dream plus act. We must think of those things jointly. They go together hand in hand, all right? Like spaghetti sauce to noodles. Dream plus act. You can have dreamed something for years, 15, 20 years. But if you've never done anything because you are too stifled and stiffed and just frozen by fear, your dream is not going to turn into a reality. I just got to keep it real with you. is not going to turn into reality. So you can dream, but you must act. And my last tip for you ladies today, don't settle, but make sure you demand. Demand your worth, demand your time, demand your space, demand your boundaries, demand your care, demand your self-care. Sometimes we got to demand that for ourselves. Like, listen, tomorrow's my birthday. As of the date of this recording, tomorrow is my birthday. And I've blocked everything because I have to demand my space. I have to be in a place where I'm rested, where I can properly and powerfully serve my clients. And I can only do that by taking care of me. All right? So don't settle. Don't settle. And even by not settling, it doesn't mean that you have to walk away. It doesn't mean that you have to say, okay, no, I don't want that, or I don't want to do that. It also means that you can come back and say, but I want this, and I want that, and I want you to give it to me this way. All right? So don't settle, but demand. So let's recap. You are enough. Dream plus act. Don't settle, but demand. All right? Don't settle, but demand. Guys, listen, I am Sivonnia DeBarros, the protector of athletes. And y'all know I love getting on this mic and really just dropping some heat for you, things that really just help me in my own personal and professional life. I'm not going to ever share or bring people on here that are not really aligned with my vision and my purpose of serving you through this medium. So here's what I want you to do. Go to your favorite podcasting platform. Make sure you find What Are You Sporting About podcast. Click that subscription button so you never miss an episode. I don't want y'all to miss the juice on this, all right? And all month long for the month of March, we're going to be talking about and bringing on women who are doing amazing things and creating her own story. All right. So I got to bring some people for you to see, because sometimes for us to recognize that things are possible, we need to see other amazing women who are taking up space and showing up in their own power and putting aside all of the other bull crap that the world and society has told us we need to do and fit in. So make sure you go to your favorite podcasting platform, find the What Are You Sporting About podcast, click that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. And when you're done doing that, make sure you go and visit bit.ly/NIL Combine 2023, bit.ly/NIL Combine 2023 for our upcoming second annual NIL Combine live event happening July 27th through the 29th here in Chicago, Illinois. It is the #1 premier event for name, image, and likeness. We help student athletes and student athlete advocates to understand intensely and to be able to adequately implement all things around name, image, and likeness. So you're not going to want to miss this. Make sure you share this link and the information with any student athlete, former athlete, parent of an athlete, athletic director, coaches. Make sure you share this with them so they can be in the room. And again, make sure you subscribe so you never miss an episode. I'm Sivonnia DeBarros, the protector of athletes. And as always, it is my pleasure to support, educate, and motivate you to your very next level. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Ciao.
Joining us this week on What Are You Sporting About podcast. Make sure to visit our website, prosportlawyer.com, where you can subscribe to the show in iTunes, Stitcher, or whatever your favorite platform is, so you'll never miss a show. And while you're at it, if you found value in the show, we'd appreciate a rating on iTunes or iHeartRadio. Or if you'd simply tell a friend about the show, that would help us out too. If you like the show, you might want to check out our book, What Are You Sporting About? Attorney Sivonnia DeBarros is available for private consulting at sldebarros.com. And remember, we're here to educate, support, and guide you in your journey to success, because we're all sporting about something.